Don't know, you hear that alarm out there, that's making me nervous. Just as I posted this blog post about Hollywood and drink, I remembered that when I got to Bolivia, one of the things that really attracted to me Bolivia was reading about Rosa Maria Ruiz and her project, her Eco Bolivia project, and how um, she was trying to build tourism into conservation and work within the traditional structures, the traditional social structures and the legal structures, and how it all went wrong. And I wrote to Simon Chapman about this, and I sent him a link to a story about her, and I said, she must be a hell of a woman. And I said, her lodge was called Charky. What does that mean? And he writes back and he says, well, as far as I can see, it means burnt meat. And when I got there, what I did was I went to Bolivia in July 2008. I was going to go with Simon and his friend Julian, and we were going to do this crazy fucking canoeing trip and go and look for these jaguar people and supposed uncontacted tribe. We were going to go into the Enatewa, the Rio Enatewa in Madidi, and look for this uncontacted tribe, because there was this region where apparently nobody went. And the Rio Hondo crosses the path from Apollo to Pelachuco, and it was up the Rio Hondo. So I had this big plan that I was trying to build maps of this area from hashing up Perl scripts and trying to draw contours. It was fucking crazy. I spent months doing this. And then I went to Bolivia, and Simon and Julian and I didn't want to go with two guys, and Simon's jungle exploration thing just gave me the heebie-jeebies. I'm sorry, Simon. And I thought, I'm not going with these guys, I'm going on my own. So I invented my own plan. I was going to go from Pelachuco down to Apollo on the old path, or whichever path I could. And the thing is, there are no tourist maps of these paths. Lots of people have done it. It's not a big deal. But there are no paths. You have to use local guides, and I wasn't sure I would get a local guide. I wanted to know where I was and stuff, and I had GPS and sat phones and things like this, and I was trying to be a smart ass. Thank God, I feel better now. And I did it. I went up there and I acclimatized. I went and tried to climb Chaupi Orco, which is the highest peak in Apolobamba, and I failed at that, obviously, because I'd never actually climbed. That was a 6,000 plus meter mountain. I hadn't climbed anything. I was never going to make it up there. I made a second shot at that and decided to save my life by not crawling through a huge snowdrift and avalanche. And so I hung around up there in Pelachuco, acclimatized, found a guide, learned about the route and things, but and I walked down with various mixture of guides down to Apollo, and I stayed at the monastery, at the convent there. The convent is a hospedaje as well, and they make Mandarin wine. And I bought my last night last night of that walk was at the convent in Apollo. It was beautiful. The nuns get up very early in the morning and sing, and it was magic. And I went and bought a bottle of Mandarin wine, and then got on the bus for La Paz. And I went to La Paz, and I went to Madidi travel and booked a flight down to Ruri and eventually made it to Ruri. And when I finally met Rosa Maria Ruiz, I'd sent her in advance. I was really excited about meeting her. I sent her in advance a copy of John Muir's Steep Trails that I hand bound. I made about 20 of them and sent them to various people. And we had a really great evening, drinking Mandarin wine, chewing coca, talking about forests and ecologists and arboralists crashing in aircraft and things like this. And she told me that when I got there, she told me that the convent in Apollo had been used as almost as a brothel by Catholic priests. So I think I was on a conveyor belt because Leo, who I met on Christmas Day in Guanay, Leo was from Apolobamba. She's beautiful. And I lived with that family for nearly 2 years, I think, till the end of 2012. In one house or another. My God. I love Bolivia. Crazy fucking place. Crazy